Hello to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover Euro versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start first with the Euro versus US dollar. What we have here is the hourly time frame, and we can see that in the background we had a breakout of the rising trend line. And not just that we had a breakout of the rising trend line, we also have we had a successful retest of this rising trend line, so the area around 1.0912. Market also tried to rally aggressively of the 1.0827, but then found sellers around 1.0892. At this point, this will be the critical pivot level, so the area, big support area around 1.0825. And I will build one downside scenario and one upside scenario. So for the downside scenario, for the further downside confirmation, I would like to see the breakout of the 1.0820 and then holding below. That will be a good sign for potential retest of 1.0760, 750 area, even 1.0700 mark. So breakdown and the hold below, so the weak reaction underneath. For the upside scenario, I would like to see the market can return back above this rising trend line. So also break, if the market can break 1.0911 and then hold above, that will be a good sign for potential fake move to the downside and potential upside continuation towards a 1.1 mark. Speaking of the gold market, we can see that there was a big reversal. So what happened this morning is we had a big upside impulsive move towards the 2144. So market really broke a multi. I will just go to the weekly time frame. So we broke multi-year resistance. But what happened here around 2140 is there was a big responsive sellers that aggressively started to sell around the 2140 and 2142. So we got a big rejection back down below this level, and this is a very strong sign that we can see further downside movement, and this whole upside breakout was the potentially climatic, and it may be an end of this upside structure and beginning potential downside structure in the next period. So here we already did a big reversal. So from 2140 we are now trading around 2062, and we can see that their buyers didn't have a power for any pullback upside or something like that. So there is a chance for the price to go lower towards 2040 and even to go to the area around 2000 mark in the next period. So the downside scenario is most likely. And as long as we don't have a bigger beating back or some retrace back and, you know, hold above and potentially take the pin bar, I don't see the upside scenario to be like a main thing at this point. So downside 2035, and then we have the area around 2000 mark, and then of course we have the whole area where this move started around 1932. The volume is very high, so it's a sign that the higher time frame money, the institutional money, stepped in this morning and is responsive selling. So we might see the further downside moment and downside scenario to develop. If we speak about the crude oil, so we had a breakout of this. First of all, we had a fake breakout of this to the upside. So market didn't break this key high. Actually, we had a rejection of 79.73, a strong sell-off. There was here potential for the market to rebound, and instead the market did a downside breakout. So now there is a chance for the retest of 72.62, and if the market can break that and hold below, there is a chance for retest of 69, let's say the 70 mark. For the upside, again, market, I would like to see market above 67.70, return back into this area, and then hold above for potential retest of the 79.50. And speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, we can see Bitcoin is trading around 41,400. So we had a very we spoke about this ascending triangle that we're building. There was a multiple attempts. You can see here here, and actually the final one was here, which actually then held. You can see this tight consolidation here, and there was a continuation move. And basically market reached the objective, because objective of this, if we just project this area here to this area here, we actually reached objective around 41,400 based on this ascending triangle. Now, if we go to the higher time frames, you see the situation in the daily. What we have, some important pivot levels from the background. We have the area around 43,000 and the area around 45,000. So this area is pretty important. We have lots of reactions from this area there. So we will see market is now trading far away above the most recent rising trend line, even this trend line if you watch in this area. So there is a potential for some pullback and potential for some consolidation in the next period based on this. But the next major upside level will start from 43,000 and then 44, 45,000. That'll be all, guys, for this update. I hope that you did enjoy. I wish you a good trading day and speak to you from tomorrow morning.